Welcome back, and now it's time to talk baseball with head coach Jarrett Hood. Coach Hood, you're coming off a series where you took 2 out of 3 from Howard Payne, but you also had a 7-0 shutout of Millsaps in the process as well. So just kind of talk about last week overall and how the team kind of responded.
Yeah, so coming off of a bye week, which just happened to be spring break, and it was a good opportunity for our guys and the coaching staff as well, just kind of hit the reset button. Coming off just a brutal first half of the season, to where just week in and week out you're going and playing just quality opponents with the opportunity to win some big games or to lose some games, so coming off 10-10, the first half of the season, coming in, having a week off, just have the guys in. We were able to hit up some community service, and just go out there and play some carefree baseball and practice. And like I said, hit the reset button and start off with Millsaps with a whole new attitude and came out and played really well. They're a club. I think they've won – I think they were 17, 18, and 4 at the time, so, that doesn't happen by accident. So our guys we were able to go to Jackson and put up a good win there and play some quality baseball. And came in to Howard Payne, another tough opponent. Got snake bit Friday night, but we were able to bounce back Saturday and get a couple wins. So, overall, I'm happy with the way our guys are competing and the way they're going about their business. So yeah, it was a good week.
And Coach, one of the things that I was impressed with last week with you guys picking up 3 wins out of 4 overall is the fielding, specifically against Millsaps. You guys had guys who had 5 to 7 putouts. Seth McKeska I believe he had about 5 putouts or so. But just talk about how you guys are able to stay cohesive on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, we knew our defensive play was going to be one of our strengths, or have to be one of our strengths this year. With the pitching staff that we have, we made some adjustments over the break, moved some guys around to try to kind of light a fire under our offensive approach, and it's been good for us defensively as well. Moved Seth over to first base, and I don't think he's ever played a game over there. He's a good baseball mind. He's a good defender. He got soft hands and good feet, and and any time that you can go and have an errorless ball game, you've got a chance to win and do some good things. So yeah, defense is playing well. We're taking care of the baseball and it leads to some good things.
This past week, you picked up an accolade, your first ASC Player of the Week, Pitcher of the Week. Carl Florence, he had 2 appearances, 4 shutout innings, including a 3-inning save against Howard Payne. Just kind of talk about him as a pitcher. I mean, last season I saw him. He only had 1 appearance where he only lasted a third of an inning, as he posted on social media. Nothing against him, but he really has worked hard tremendously to get there. And for him to pick up this honor, what does that tell you about him as a person and how it affects the team when somebody gets an award like that?
Yeah, so Carl, he, you mentioned last year, and it was just kind of an unfortunate year for him. Didn't have a whole lot of luck, and wasn't able to accomplish the things that he had hoped to accomplish. And it was very evident this fall when he showed back up to campus that he had totally just taken the mindset that wasn't going to work for him. He wasn't going to be satisfied with that, and totally just worked his tail off this summer, leading into this fall, and has really emerged as one of the leaders on the team. Not only by voice, because if you go out to the ballpark, you're always going to hear Carl Florence yelling and picking up his teammates and everything like that. But also by example, when we're over there in the weight room, when we're conditioning at the field or going through drills or whatever, he's always at the highest tempo and a high energy, and it's that kind of approach to what he does that has led to his success on the mound. And you've seen him come in the back end of ball games, and I feel that he's a lot more comfortable. He's settled into the situation. He's processed the game and what's going on to that point, And he's thrived, and he's gone in. He's filled up the strike zone, with multiple pitches and challenging hitters. And he's got really good stuff when he's in the zone. And, so he's been able to do a very, very good job, and I'm really proud of that kid. And I'm even more excited to see what he can bring to the table, from here on out, because to have another quality arm in the back end of the bullpen is huge for our squad.
And, Coach, to kind of close out this week's competition, you guys are matching up against Belhaven. What challenges do they present? What do you guys have to prepare for when taking them on this week?
Yeah, so, first of all, it's another ASC opponent. And as we've seen, this is a very it's a very strange year for the ASC conference, where just, everybody has guys that can play. So we have to travel to Jackson, Mississippi, and play on a field that we've never played at before, an all-turf field. So that's a little bit different for our guys. It's a different type of turf. I've heard it's got a lot more bounce on it, so the ball's probably going to be quicker. So we've really got to be strong on our outfield routes to balls on the ground. We've got to make sure that the ball stays in front of us, that we're taking care of the baseball. But obviously, right now, our only thing that I'm worried about is our guys and the way that we approach the game. And if we continue to approach the game in a consistent manner, we'll get consistent results. So that goes from the offensive approach to the way we attack on the mound, to playing good defense, as you mentioned earlier. So as long as we're taking care of ourselves and the way that we approach things, we're always going to have a chance to win, and that's all you can ask for in this game.
All right, Coach. Well, best of luck to you this week as you take on Belhaven this Thursday and Friday, because it's Easter. So we'll be right back, and we'll talk with our next head coach. You'll find out who it is in just a moment.